Welcome to the Procurement Signal, the show that tunes into the future of procurement. In every episode, we dive straight into how modern teams are transforming supplier relationships, elevating vendor management, tackling supplier risk, and driving real sustainability impact. If you're ready to rewire procurement from a back-office function to a strategic powerhouse, you're in the right place. This is your signal. Amplify what procurement can be.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Procurement Signal. One of the most fascinating things I've come across in procurement is how the culture shifts from one leader to another. I'm referring to the leader of the procurement team. This could be a CPO or a VP or any other senior title. Let me summarize three types of leaders, starting with the first and obvious one, the cost-centric leader, or the bottom-line driver. Their primary objective is savings and to capture spend under management. Under this type of leader, value proposition is only in terms of money saved or cost avoided. If something cannot be measured by a monetary value, then it's not valuable to them. This type of leader may come across as aggressive, demanding. They view supplier relationships less as a partnership and more of a parent-child relationship, obviously with the buying organization as the parent. So what happens to the team? Well, naturally, excellent negotiators and contract managers get promoted, they get visibility. Any other member in the team that's not solely focused on cost is just a number, and often without direction. So topics such as risk management, sustainability, relationship management are driven to the bare minimum and are viewed more of a burden to the team than a benefit. Now let's move to the second type of leader. This is the visionary leader or the innovation driver. Their primary objective is speed to market and supplier collaboration. This type of leader is a refreshing change from the first type. They view suppliers as partners. They promote collaboration and joint ventures with suppliers. Cost is important, but it's not the only metric that awards business. Things like supply maturity, the quality track record, ease of doing business, innovative capabilities, and so on are highly valued by such a leader. The team fosters a collaborative style of working with suppliers. Relationship management is the theme. Suppliers of choice, due to the overall value provided, are highly regarded over the cheapest one. Finally, we have the ethical steward or the ESG driver. Their primary objective is to enhance sustainability and risk mitigation. Leaders in this type are interested in knowing more about their supply chain, and this happens through sub-tier mapping. They promote diversity, equity, and inclusion requirements that go way beyond compliance. The procurement shift here is objectives move from cheapest to the most resilient and compliant. Success is avoiding a brand damaging labor scandal or a carbon heavy supply chain. So, what happens when there is a mismatch between the leader and the existing team? For instance, if you have a cost-centric team under a visionary leader, the team will feel lost. They have spent years perfecting the art of cost cutting, and now they are being asked to build partnerships. They may view the new leader as soft or coming up with unrealistic targets. If you have a visionary team under a cost-centric leader, these strategic thinkers, they will feel suffocated. Their value is reduced to a line item on a spreadsheet. After they have spent months, maybe even years, building supplier relationships, building supplier innovation, they will take their talents to a firm that values the total cost of ownership rather than just the cheapest price. Another challenge you may face when you have a mismatch between a leader and the team is an execution gridlock. So this is where nothing gets done, primarily because the KPIs defined don't align with the activity. For example, an ethical driven leader wants to map their sub-tiers to ensure labor compliance, but the team is still incentivized solely on savings. This results in the team doing ESG as a checkbox to satisfy the leader, but they won't put in the deep work. You end up with shadow procurement, where the team ignores the leader's directives to hit the bonuses tied to the KPIs. And finally, let's not forget the suppliers. Suppliers are incredibly sensitive to these shifts. So if a leader is preaching supplier diversity and partnership, but the category team are still using the parent-child or the cost-centric tactics, the supplier is getting mixed signals. This causes damage. The buying organization loses its customer of choice status. Suppliers will stop bringing their best innovations or the best pricing because they don't know which version of your company they're dealing with. To close this episode, I'd encourage you to think about the type of leader you have versus the type of team you have. Is there a cultural fit? And if not, what is happening to transition this? Because with this mismatch, it's only a matter of time for the team to align with the leader's direction. And this change could be natural attrition, where people leave, or a forced one. That's it from today's episode. I'll catch you in the next one.
If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with a colleague, or even better, your leader. They'll thank you later. And that's what the Procurement Signal is here to do. Amplify the real value of procurement and help teams everywhere step into their strategic power. Please subscribe, share it with your team, and join us next time on another transformative procurement topic. Visit www.procurementsignal.com for more info. Stay curious and keep tuning into the signal.